MSNBC's loss is digital media and your gain. Mehdi Hasan, sharp debater, good incisive interviewer. He is back and now has no boss. Mehdi left MSNBC and started his own digital media venture called Zeteo, Z-E-T-E-O. And I love the name. It is a perfect example of why I enjoy this guy. You're like, what? What is it? It's ancient Greek. It's a philosophical precept about the search for knowledge through curiosity and exploration, and that's exactly what this guy is about. You may not like all of his ideas, but none of them are half-baked. None of them are just to forward some BS agenda or his own game. And that is great for the marketplace of ideas. Mehdi Hasan joins us now. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate the intro. I'm looking for a head of marketing for the new company. You interested?
Well, let's see. If I get bounced out of here, too, then I'll come knocking. It
was a very kind introduction. I appreciate it. Let's go.
No, listen, I'm a big fan. But this is very bold, what you're doing. We tend to play scared. We save our ambitions for when we're on camera, but we like to have infrastructure. We like to have bosses and protection and layers. You have done away with all of that. Why?
Well, I do like to have protection and layers and infrastructure. I can't say I've ever been a fan of having bosses, and one of the appeals of doing this is that now I'm my own boss, which is a scary thought, I know, to me and many people who know me. My wife did say to me, what on earth are you doing? You're not an entrepreneur. You don't know how to run a business. You can't do any of this stuff. And she's right, but I've surrounded myself with a good team of people. I have a very clear idea and a clear message, as you mentioned. I think there's a gap in the marketplace here. People are craving this, and in the last 72 hours, the tens of thousands of people who have signed up for Zeteo tells me that I'm right, that there is a gap in the marketplace. People are very unhappy with the media, very unhappy with coverage across the board, and not just in ideological terms, Chris, but in stylistic, in tonal terms, the way we talk about issues, the language that we deploy. And the reason I'm starting Zeteo is because I want to do journalism in a way that I believe it should be done, in a blunter way, in a more direct way, with fewer euphemisms, less BS.
So as you have heard, and as I was treated to when I was figuring out my future, people come to you and say, Mehdi, I always liked you, but tell us, what did they make you say at MSNBC? There is a belief that there is corrupt group think. And when you say, I'm going to do it differently now, is that because you believe you were constrained or restrained in your ability to do what you wanted? Or do you see things differently now in the marketplace?
Well, I definitely see things differently, having spent recent days and weeks just coming up with this company, this proposal, this business plan, this vision of the media. I mean, Chris, it's been a very bad year so far already for our industry, a bloodbath in January in terms of jobs lost. A lot of our colleagues, very good journalists, reporters, investigators, losing their jobs because the business models aren't working. And look, I'm not trying to say I'm going to come along and replace anyone. What I am saying is that I do see there's a place for a media platform, especially on the progressive side of the spectrum, because the right seem to do this better, but where you can actually say, all right, I trust this person. I want to get journalism directly from this person. And it's not just me, by the way. There's not a one-man band. I'm going to be rolling out a team of contributors, high-profile people in April. And yeah, I think that is a model where you can have a subscription model where people can subscribe to Zeteo and say, okay, this person, this brand, this person with his experience, and I don't hide my views. I don't worship at the altar of fake neutrality or kind of bogus impartiality. Look, I have my opinions, just as you have yours, but I want to be fair. I want to be truthful, and you've seen my interviews. I'm tough on everyone.
Oh, yeah. Very smart, very well prepared. So give us a taste. Let's say you'd mentioned that you have an interest, obviously, in everything that's going on, but the litigation surrounding President Trump. How will you handle it at Zeteo that is different than what people may be familiar with?
It's a great question. You know how we'll handle it differently? We will stop with this charade that this is a legal story. Like, you and I have both worked in cable for many years, you longer than me. There's some great legal analysts, some great lawyers and prosecutors on air. Many of them are friends of mine. But I think it's a mistake to frame this story as a legal story. We pore over judgments and rulings and court orders. That is not the America we're in right now. We're in a very political moment. So the Supreme Court, for example, their decision now to kind of take this Jack Smith case, take this immunity case, and then basically run out the clock on behalf of Donald Trump. This is a Supreme Court which has a conservative supermajority, which has perhaps 2 stolen seats, has 3 members of the court appointed by the guy who they're going to be ruling on. And one of them, his wife, was involved in the coup attempt. That is a political story. These are politicians in robes. These are not disinterested jurists. So that's one way I would cover this story differently. Let's be honest with the public about what the Supreme Court is. Let's not pretend and invent some abstract concept which doesn't meet reality.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.